The dignified daughter of Duke Yiguo was, by the emperor, forced to marry a fool. The 3 loyal retainers of the mansion were also forced to marry the fool. This sudden news was like a bolt of lightning from the sacred text and could not be accepted by them. Duke Yiguo fainted on the spot. Unexpectedly, at this moment, a modern military technology expert happened to time travel into the fool's body. The young man learned the truth through memories of his past life. He never imagined that he could gain 3 wives just by time traveling. As he smirked at this, the young lady glared at him with a hateful look. Are you the strongest? Now the young man's fate was tied to that of the infant. To survive, he had no choice but to somehow clear the infant's name. At this moment, he accidentally activated the spatial onion. The spatial onion was the scientific research building where he had worked before time traveling. The space was brimming with supplies, with weapons, equipment, food, and medicine, everything you could need. The young man was overjoyed, believing that with the resources in the space, he could surely forge his own path in an earthquake-resistant dynasty. At that moment, the emperor ordered a search of the Yiguo family's estate to seize their assets, and all of the Yiguo family were exiled to southern Ala. The night before their departure, the young man decided to test his wife's character. He deliberately threw a pig's trotters to the ground and forced her to wash them. His wife was furious, but reluctantly washed them for him as she cried and wailed. At that moment, the young man decided to help them. Because she had washed his chest and feet with such ease, he promised to help her in the future, washing her kung fu for his country. Tonight, late at night, we'll fight together. Fight, fight! He stored all the magical weapons and kitchen supplies in the space. With enough supplies, he could live without worrying about transplants on his way to southern Ala, and build a material foundation for his future success. Unexpectedly, the next day, as they were about to depart, the escorting officer, President Habayashi, demanded a physical examination. This provoked strong opposition from the women of Yiguo, who knew of Ulan's vile intentions. They resisted, but President Habatani Shie, taking advantage of the powerful backing he had, tried to forcibly search the women. At this moment, a young man who had been pretending to be strong rushed forward to stop him, but he was dragged away by Ulan and thrown to the ground. However, this gave the young man an opportunity to snipe from a distance. As Lin Ying pulled out his deadly weapon from the space and tried to forcibly search the women, ignoring Lord Yang Wangcheng's objections, the young man had already aimed a bullet at his head and fired it at President Habatani Shie.